I'm pleased with our guys' effort. I thought that really to a man was pleased with the investment our guys have made, their willingness to work. I think overall as a group we've made progress in really all areas. We got a long way to go, a lot of work to continue to do, improvement across the board at every position, in every phase. But I can guarantee you we'll get there in time because our guys are working and they want to be good. We've got good leadership. Got a lot of youth at some positions, but been pleased with where they've risen above their lack of experience and shown that they can play and help us. Obviously, we were missing a few guys out there today, but even those guys, Stefan and Tavares, and I'm missing one other. Those two in particular, and I know Tony hasn't practiced at all this spring, but the other two have, and they've looked good. And so again, if our guys are invest in the summer and put forth the work that they did in the spring during the course of the summer, we're going to have an opportunity to be a good football team and a good defense. If they don't, we won't. So getting our guys to create a standard, and create chemistry together, it will be important as well this summer. And something that, again, we as coaches got to help foster and develop. But, again, I think I've sensed a very close football team, and we've got good leadership, starting with Taj Boyd, on our football team. So, again, I think our guys, they can see if they if they really work at it and invest in it, that they're going to see positive results. So.
Who are going to be those leaders on your side of the ball?
I don't know. That'll be determined, through how they work. And there's some guys that are in a natural position. A guy like Malachi that's played an awful lot. To guys that have been around a lot. Richard Hall, obviously he's another that wasn't here all spring. But Jonathan Meeks, Brewer, Carrico, Quandon. Those are guys that have played a lot of football. Been around here a long time, and you would expect them. But our young guys, we've got more youth than not, and I think in our whole defensive line we have one senior, and then everybody else are freshmen and sophomore. So, but we can't, let that be an excuse. They got to lead at a young age, and a guy like Stephon Anthony, I expect him to do so. Tig Willard is a good natural leader, and guys that are a little bit more quiet, they need to step up and be a little bit more vocal. And so again, we're trying to foster that and pull that out and teach them how to be good leaders too, and that's part of our job.
How would you evaluate defensive tackles? They're causing a lot of havoc out there today in the trenches.
I'll go look back at it. Thought that the guys were active. Playing with good technique. Dan does a great job coaching those guys, and got some good young guys that got suddenness, quickness. That are got decent explosiveness and the ability to use their hands. Pretty natural for some of those young guys.
About Meeks' play today.
He made a couple of real nice plays. Half the time I wasn't watching and trying to make sure guys were getting coached in between series. And but I saw him make some plays, with good vision, closed on the ball, made some good strong tackles, and that was pleasing to see.
Have you been feel good about the tackling? Looked like that was much improved also.
Yeah, I mean we got a ways to go, and there's some of the tackles that we even missed today. There's no excuse. Tackling is attitude, tackling is position, tackling is discipline. Obviously it's fundamentals, but it's attitude and discipline and knowing where your help is and not doing not having bad eyes, staying square, running your feet, all those things, and we got to continue to emphasize it and demand it, and I think that we'll continue to make some improvement in that way.
Coach, you've been here a little while now. You've been through. You can see what the weight room we do, nutritional people, equipment. How do you feel like everybody's treating you? Is Clemson what you thought it was?
Yeah, I couldn't be more pleased. I've been. It's exceeded my expectations that way. I couldn't be more happy and appreciative, and from this coaching staff to the players' willingness to. There's been no resistance, and sometimes that's something that you worry, and it's kind of the unknown. Players, coaches alike, everybody is pulling in the same direction, both sides of the ball, and I think we've got great chemistry as a staff, and And that goes down to the players, and they see that, and it starts with Coach Sweeney and his leadership and his vision for this, and the people in the community and this university. I mean, it goes without saying, and they're very prideful and got a lot to be proud of, and it's a beautiful place, and again, a lot of passion and pride in the history and tradition here. It's just been reaffirmed over and over.
We're going to get started with Coach Sweeney. Thank you.
All right, take care.